Hello and welcome to Honey, I Shrunk the Layout YouTube Hop by Scrappy Inspiration YouTube and Instagram Hops. This is Rebecca and I'm glad you came back. Before I get going, I will mention for the first of many, I hope, please, when you're done watching my video, go to the links below and check out all the other wonderful ladies and channels that are participating in today's hop. The idea of today's hop is to take a 12 by 12 layout and shrink it. That was the design principle that I took from it. So I'm taking a 12 by 12 layout and I am shrinking it down to an 8.5 by 11. It is also November 30th, which is Masculine Monday for my channel. So I went ahead and pulled out my masculine kit, which is the Photo Play Best Dad Ever. And I'm going to use this maroon paper and I'm going to use this wood grain paper. Now I do cut the maroon paper down to 8.5 by 11, and if you watch there, the back was like a grilling thing, and I do have quite a bit of full sheets and some scraps left, so I'll be able to get 2 or 3 more layouts out of this little collection. And my fiance loves to grill in the summertime, so I want to hold on to that and use some of those grilling and Happy Father's Day stuff for next summer. I know that's sad, but I'm doing it. I'm holding on to it. I did go ahead and cut the wood grain, and I do not remember the exact dimensions, but I like this look right here. And I'm just going to go ahead and get it adhered down. Now it is Masculine Monday, and this is like a Father's Day type collection. But the photos that I'm going to use today are my son, well, both my sons, my human son Samuel and my fur baby son Gizmo, which is Gizzy. And this picture right here was taken in 2020, and this picture, this picture right here, was taken in 2015, so it's 5 years apart for them. I thought it was kind of cute. I do come back and cut down the 2015 picture. Just a smidge more because I don't like the way that they're layering on each other, and that's what I'm thinking right there. But I thought it was kind of cute. Gizmo is his dog. At the time that we got Gizzy, I had another little Lhasa Apso. She was a purebred, and her name was Tootsie, and she has since left us, but she was my dog. So he wanted a dog because Tootsie really didn't want anything to do with him, which is cool. So she didn't really want anything to do with anybody, not gonna lie. Like, she was my first dog ever as an adult, and I loved her, but she was kind of like the kind of dog that was like, leave me alone, and if I feel the need for you to pet me, I will let you know. She was kind of like a cat, if you think about it now. Nothing like my current little beeswax, who, you know, loves her little mommy to death, but that's the difference between a rescue and a purebred. So anyway, I go ahead and mat this on that blue cardstock, and I like leaving this one side longer, and I'm gonna make that the edge. I was thinking about maybe doing some ink distressing on this, but I did not. So anyway, this is just gonna be like a boy's layout, like, you know, a boy and his dog with all kinds of sports balls and such, which, you know, Gizzy doesn't play with toys. So he's just right now he's a grouchy old man because that dog is like almost 80 years old in dog years. But so anyway, this is just them. So anyway, I had Tootsie and I got her a pet and Sam a pet. So Gizzy was kind of my 2 other children's pet, because you know you're supposed to get, if you have a dog, you're supposed to get him a buddy and a companion and a pet. Yeah. And that worked out real well because later in the years of Tootsie's life, she was deaf and started to go blind. So she would sit out in the yard, and we had quite a big yard, and she'd lay down. And when it was time to come in, she couldn't hear you or wouldn't be paying attention. And so you would tell Gizzy to go get his sister, and he would run out, and he would run halfway to her, bark, and come back. Wow, and before he came back, he'd turn around, look over his shoulder, and then he'd stop, and he'd run back, and he'd do a circle around her. And if that time didn't get her, he'd just run into her. He would push her, and then she would get up and run in. So he would always make sure that Tootsie was well taken care of and make sure that she got her treats. And he was a very good doggy to my other doggy. I hope that my bee could be a good doggy to him. But anyway, back to the layout. I'm just going to stick some elements down. Now, I did take all the sports balls that are on the sticker sheets, and I went ahead and stuck them on some foam tape off screen, and now I'm just going to go ahead and place them all down around. There is the 2 square at the top. The one says, "You're spectacular." My son wears glasses, and it says, "My hero" right underneath it. The car is "You're a classic," and the little house says "Man of the house." And I figured I'd put it down by the 2021 because Sam was the man of the house at that point. So that's a bowling ball. There's some soccer balls, baseballs, pool balls, footballs, basketballs. There are golf balls and some tees. I'm going to line those up shortly. Tennis ball. And then right in this little empty space right here, I am going to make a row of the golf balls on tees. And that's pretty much going to be it for this layout. I do come in and do one other thing after that, and I'm not sure what it is. We'll see. I'll be just as surprised as you. Oh, I'm going to stick this border strip down here at the bottom. It's just a piece of pattern paper, but I thought it really made the layout pop. But that's pretty much going to be it for my layout. So if you like the layout, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to go down below and check out all the other wonderful ladies that are participating in this Honey, I Shrunk the Layout hop. It was so much fun, and I love playing along. And that is going to do it. I'm going to trim off these little excess pieces. And that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Oh, I'm going to write my journaling. My journaling is just Sam and Gizzy 5 years apart. 2015 to 2020, and I use my G2 Pilots blue metallic pen. But that's it. So I will see you next time. Bye.